is like Survivor. Look at this.
I'm not hanging here the whole time. Where you guys going? Back here?
There's a stage right there. I think I'm about halfway through. There's where the people are pouring in from. And then right there, there's the, that's where we just marched from. We just marched from the Washington Monument. Quite a journey. A lot of very magical things have happened here.
Put it on YouTube so we can all watch.
You what? You bet I will. Look at these guys over here. Where'd they go? Pretty cool. I miss you guys.
And that's what we ought to be doing. The system that we have today is moving off the middle class. Can you imagine
Sorry about that.
the nation we'd have if we didn't have
It's sunny out here, so I can't really see real well. Looks like the tail end of the, it's hard to see with the blimp. Right to the right of the blimp. Looks like the tail end of the people are coming in now.
Oh, that's still there.
Yeah, that's still there.
That's all I just need to hit. all those kids playing trivia. Awesome.
This is the part I was trying to catch, which is towel.
I paid $10 for one of the roadside stand. It appears to work.
With the smog, you can barely see the monument. See the water right there. Pretty cool stuff. Hey, they're doing an interview right here with G. Edward Griffin, who wrote Creature from Jekyll Island. Check it out. That's him right there. Very smart man.
Well, that's it. I'm done. But you know, in case somebody just wandered here freshly loose from the Matrix, or if they came here out of the Twilight Zone into the reality zone, maybe they might have some questions about that. So I thought they probably would have 3 questions that I'm going to answer. The first is, what is the Federal Reserve System? The second is, what do I mean when I say it's a scam? And the third is, exactly how are you its victim? So that's what I'm going to talk about very briefly here. Okay, the Federal Reserve System, what is it? Easy answer. It's not a government agency, it's a cartel. It's no different than a sugar cartel or an oil cartel or a banana cartel. This happens to be a banking cartel, which means that it's made up of the big, giant banking corporations, and they've joined together for the sole purpose of promoting their own industry.
Yes.
And they've done so trying to set in rules and regulations for all the cartel members to follow so they won't compete with each other, so they can plunder the marketplace. That's what cartels always do. But now they had a particular problem, which is similar to all cartels have a similar problem, and that is, how do you enforce the cartel agreement? How do you make sure that the members don't break away and break the agreement and start being competitive, for example? Well, that's pretty hard to do unless you have the government on your side. And so all cartels, I don't care which ones they are, seek to bring government into their organization as a partner. And that's exactly what the banking cartel did. They brought the government in as a partner. What they literally did is they convinced members of Congress and the Senate to take their cartel agreement and pass it into law. That's all the Federal Reserve Act is a cartel agreement passed into law so that nobody can escape from it. If you try and violate the cartel agreement, you go to jail. That's what the Federal Reserve System is. And so what do they do with this unusual power? Well, they've been given the monopoly power to create money. Your money, the nation's money, is created by private banks. Not the government, not by you. You don't take gold into the mint and say, here's my gold, give me a gold coin. That's how money used to be created. No, you go to the banks or anywhere you want to go and you get paper money that's created by the banks. By the banks, not by the government. It says United States of America on it, but it's not created by America. It's created by the banks, by the cartel.
Psychological shift, all right? I realize now that we've been being trained, not just over the last 8 years, but over the last 30 years, to have lower and lower expectations of what we are supposed to do as citizen leaders of this country, right? Less and less room to assemble, less and less room to protest, less and less room to confront our representatives, right? And demand accountability, right? We're being told your only role is to show up and vote, and even then your vote might not get counted. And we're being acculturated. I tried to figure out how a normal citizen could run for office. I went to college. I almost got a graduate degree. My grandma's still waiting. But I can't understand the language it's written in. There are gatekeepers trying to keep us out. They're waiting for us to give up. They're waiting for us to think it's too hard. It's too complicated. Citizens are not supposed to be doing this. And we have